Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm here to do fire, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump right on into it so I can get these messages out for you. There's like a glare on the camera, but I didn't see prior, so I wonder if it'll go... I don't know what that's from. Check that out later. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is going on with you guys? Burst of energy for sure. A release for sure. The number 8. The letter H, as in he, him. H, the letter H. Could be dealing with somebody, maybe letter M. You guys are getting like interesting messages. I don't know what this is about, but let's pull some cards for fire. Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the element of fire. There we go, the rebel. So this for me is an air and fire card. Very Aquarian energy, very Sagittarius energy. You have a Phoenix here. Could be dealing with somebody or someone has a lot of Scorpionic energy. Like, they might not be a sun sign in Scorpio, but like maybe like there could be like a node involved, like a north node, south node thing. There's something here. It's a push forward. It's like hearing a higher calling, or like hearing a message. Like you're going to be given some type of message, or like there's going to be some type of like a messenger. Now this could be out in nature. This could be a physical person giving you a message. This could be a letter. This could be an email. This could be a text message. This could literally be you taking a walk and seeing a bird, and like something sparks. Like there's some type of message that like, it's like whatever you're thinking about in that moment in time, like, or whatever you're about to hear, or whatever message you're about to get, whether it's from an animal, potentially a bird, or a person. So there's something here with the ankle, the foot, like ankle, foot. I don't know if somebody maybe has something going on with their ankle or their foot, or like maybe you're walking and it's like you like kind of like I don't know, maybe like strain your ankle or something, or like, but it's interesting because it's like these chains and they're breaking. So I don't know if like they're just showing me like the chains breaking off of like an ankle. But I don't know if you'll like physically feel something, like where it's like you'll be like walking and all of a sudden you're kind of just be like, ow, I just rolled my ankle. Like it's something like, I don't know, be careful about that. It's not like a bad thing, but it might just be like kind of like symbolic. I don't know. And then you have the Mind card in reverse. So with this being in reverse, this is actually a good thing. It's actually really good because this is a transmutation of that energy where somebody's coming out of the mind. These chains could have been in your mind. Like it could have been limiting beliefs. It could have been, you know, like things that like repetitive things that people have said that have just kept you stuck, or like maybe it was things that you were telling yourself that was keeping you stuck, or, you know, like thought patterns, thought loops, like the negative self-talk where it's like it's being released. It's like that energy is you're moving out of it successfully with a push, finding some type of balance and harmony within the mind where like you won't have these thoughts as much, or like you'll notice that like that pattern, that thought loop it's not there anymore. I'm also seeing like a turtle. There's something here with like a turtle, like it's very symbolic. And I'm also seeing like a whale. So if you guys are into animals in any way, shape, and form, look those up because they might have a message for you. You might be corresponding with another person, or like you might be like meeting with another person, and there's a lot of like love and happiness between two people, or for whatever is bringing two people together. There's a lot of healing involved and a lot of peace involved and like positive energy. So you have awareness, suppression, and politics in reverse. So you have these two. And you have this one in reversed. I just sip on my coffee for a minute. It's a lot to unpack here. Literally, you're unpacking something. Are you going on a trip? Or are you planning a trip? Getting out of your head. This trip might help you get out of your head. Or it'll help you push through whatever this energy is. Because there's a lot of mental energy here, but you're seeing through some type of veil, or like some type of, it's like whatever illusion was in front of you, it's disintegrating. You know, like that illusionary energy is disintegrating. I really feel like you're gonna meet somebody if you haven't already. And like something that this person says, or like something that they do. There's also like, I'm feeling like a shortness of like, of breath almost, where not in a health sense, but in an like an anxiety sense, or like all up in your head, like you're like, it's almost like forgetting to breathe and like forgetting to like take deep breaths, full breaths. You're going to see something here because like with this release of energy, it's going to like it's almost going to like, you're going to feel it in some way within your body. Like you're going to feel this. You're going to feel the release of it, especially mental. Your head's going to feel so much better. You see some type of an awareness of some type of suppression. Something was keeping somebody down, and I feel like it has to do with their thoughts, or it has to do with the mind. Now, there could be mental health involved with this, even though my mental health card isn't out. I still see a correlation with it. Because anything of the mind, everything's mental health when it deals with the mind. So somebody's seeing something, like taking down the masks, not lying to oneself anymore, or not being dishonest towards oneself anymore. And it's not that somebody would want to be dishonest, but sometimes it's hard for us to admit things. Like it's hard for us to really look in the mirror. Like sometimes it's easier to see things in other people than it is to see within our own selves. And so there's a release here of like a mask, or like some type of illusionary like front, or like wall defense mechanism. Like there's something here where the true identity is like coming through. It's shining. It's that push. It's that drive to really be authentic, to really transform, especially with this Phoenix here. Somebody is really going through a transformation, whether it's in the mental, like in your mind, in the mind. But this suppression, it's at a 10. This is the release. This is like, maybe people in this situation, maybe there was something the letter P. What is with the letter P? Because it's not people. I don't want to say people. I want to say something else. But it's like, I don't know, like Penelope? I don't know. I'm getting like interesting words right now. What is going on with this? Because I see it, I just have to put it to words. There is something here where like, maybe someone didn't want to face something. Maybe someone didn't want to really acknowledge or really see something. whether it be within their environment, in their mind, in like something like that. It's some type of shadow work, if you want to sum it up that way. But it's like not wanting to face it, but then having the courage to face it, having the courage to move forward, having the courage to transform the energy and to release it from the mind, not putting up a front anymore, not maybe not guarding yourself so much to like the outside. Whatever was keeping you feeling suppressed and stuck and held down and like weighted, like it was stressful, it was a lot, it was almost angry. Like it built a lot of negative energy. There was a lot going on. It was something that really overwhelmed somebody. Like it might have actually given somebody like actual physical body pain. Like they might have had like back problems and like, you know, like just all kinds of stuff going on because of like the weight of whatever it was that this person was carrying that they didn't want to face in that moment in time. Thanks for bearing with me to kind of get through that little, like I was trying to get that out and I'm like, what is going on? You know, because it comes at me in like these flashes and I'm like, hold on, I gotta slow down. Because I gotta piece it together too. There's an initial R and J, like the letter R, and the letter J. There's an H and a P. That the P keeps coming back. The letter P. I don't know, like Penelope, or like Perry, or like people, pineapple. Something about the letter P. I don't know. Maybe it's an initial. Either way. Let's pull some other cards. Maybe it'll come out further. But who knows, honestly. There's also some type of truth coming out here. Could be public. Ace of Wands. That's passion. That's a push forward. That's a spark of energy. So that's good. With the Page of Cups, like you could have a message, like something could be coming in with the Page of Cups, and it's like the beginning of something new, something that you want to hear, something that excites you, something that makes you want to move forward. It's a fresh start. It's a new start. It's something small, but it has so much like energy behind it where you see something as like a potential. You see some type of offer, some type of message. And then you have this Eight of Cups here. Interesting. Let's keep going. Fire signs. Okay. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. Okay, I feel like you guys made a decision with the Hermit and the Two of Swords here. There's some type of decision where it's like somebody's done like sabotaging like themselves. Like they don't want to hold themselves back anymore. It's walking away. It's like something that was fulfilling, but it wasn't the wish fulfillment. It wasn't true emotional fulfillment. It was the Eight of Cups. And so I feel like somebody went within and is making a decision. Do I want to move forward? Do I want to offer something? But then I'm also seeing a situation where the decision is to move forward to something passionate, to something that is more fulfilling. It's like having the courage to do it, like having the courage to move forward, to make that decision. It's like getting that burst of energy to say enough is enough. Or That was a lot of cards that just fell out. It's like having the courage to move forward. Getting out of your mind about something with the Hermit here. So this was like processing time. There could have been a healing that took place too with the Hermit, because like you don't, like when you go into like Hermit mode, like you really are like doing work on yourself. Like it's really going within, really processing like how something, like how you want something to go down, or whatever decision it is that you're making. Like the Hermit doesn't always come back the same. It's like they find something that enlightens them. They find that light. And so when they find that light, once that decision's made, it's made. Could have a lot of anxiety over it, but like that brings me back to this suppression card. Sleepless nights. So this Hermit energy had a lot of sleepless nights. With Temperance being here, could have been over a connection, because Temperance has the Two of Cups. So there could have been an interaction of sorts. You have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck with the Hangman and the Nine of Cups. At the top of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Now, I'm going to read this a couple different ways, okay? If this is you, you're making a decision for what's best for you to go after something brand new that's coming towards you. You're making that decision. It caused a lot of sleepless nights. Like, there was something probably from the past, especially because the Lovers here and the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords with the suppression card, like in the previous cards that I pulled. There was something here that kept you feeling very stuck and very anxious and like unable to relax, because the Nine of Swords is like really having a lot of thoughts, having a lot of mental anxiety, having a lot of like literal sleepless nights, can't focus, can't concentrate, probably, crying at some point, or maybe just being angry or just having a lot of anxiety. I really see the Nine of Swords as being an anxiety card in my experience. And the tone that I'm feeling off of this card is a very suppressive, like mental, like blockage almost. And so there was a release here with the Hermit card, because the Hermit also, in the way that I see the Hermit, like I get a very healing energy off of that. So somebody healed within themselves, like went within to heal certain things that probably relating of the mind and how they are processing things, or something that was giving them great anxiety or giving you great anxiety. With Temperance being here with it as well, like this was something that it's almost like it was growth oriented. Like somebody needed to really like go through some type of an experience, or like go through some type of process as the Hermit in order to learn something, to balance something out. There could be a connection involved with this. But this could be new. But with the Lovers being here, this could also be something from the past. So use your discernment. Because if you're done with feeling stuck, I feel like you're moving forward to something brand new. And I feel like that brand new whatever is something that you feel very connected to, and you see something with the Hangman and the Nine of Cups. You see some type of wish fulfillment. You see some type of ability to have great happiness and like success, or you see like the potential of it. I'm almost seeing like the Hermit as like having this like almost psychic level like energy of being like of meditating and like, or really thinking about some type of opportunity or some type of situation with this Ace of Wands, the Lovers card. And then at the top of the deck with this Ace of Cups sitting here, this is like fighting for what you deserve and like having the recognition for it and the success. And then boom, there's the Ace of Cups. It's this fresh new opportunity of like unconditional love. And then you have unconditional limitless passion with the Ace of Wands also sitting here. And I don't know if you had to make a decision between, like, you could have had to have made a decision between somebody from the past, somebody maybe new, or you're just moving forward to something new that's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment because you see that it's worth fighting for, that you are worth fighting for. And so if you're not dealing with another person, I feel like you're going to literally walk into something here, because Temperance is holding the Two of Cups and I keep getting pulled to that Two of Cups. And with the Lovers being here, there is some type of connection that is like floating through this energy right now. I don't know if it's fully like been grounded quite yet, but you're going to see something. Whether it's a new connection, you're like, you know what? I know what I deserve and I'm going for this because I deserve more than whatever this situation was, person, place, or thing. It could be a job that brings you emotional fulfillment and you just decide one day, you're like, you know what? I'm going for this. I'm going to put the work in because I deserve to be happy. And then boom. And if this is a person, this is like you're just releasing something that kept you feeling very bound in your mind, very stuck in your mind. You're releasing that. And you're moving towards something that is like way more emotionally open, way more emotionally available. I mean, you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups here. So you're moving towards that spark, that new. You could already have met somebody and you feel a very strong connection with them and you're like, I know what I deserve and I'm going after this, because maybe somebody in the past didn't see that or didn't treat you fairly. And you're like, you know what? I know what I deserve and I deserve more with this Hangman, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. And then willing to fight for it, willing to put those boundaries up for you, for your success. And then boom, here's that Ace of Cups. So it's like worth fighting for. Like you're worth fighting for. So you could be making that decision for yourself. You could also be making that decision about another person. You see something, maybe you weren't sure of it. You decide, you know, you got to release whatever's keeping you stuck, and you do it, and you move forward successfully with a lot of passion. Like this is like a push, a spark. This is like a whole new boost of energy. Like if there's like hesitations, like somebody's going to be successful at whatever it is they choose to do, but they got to put boundaries down with something. Got to definitely put boundaries down. There could also be a situation here where if you are dealing with somebody from the past, or you are currently dealing with somebody, I feel like this is more a past thing though. Like you could have been dealing with somebody who was very stuck in their mind, very stuck in their head. They're releasing something and they're making the decision to move forward because they went into hermit mode, had a lot of sleepless nights, wishing to balance something out. And then with the Lovers, it's like realizing what connection this was, or like what connection they had, realizing it, seeing it with the Lovers. And the Nine of Cups, realizing it's wish fulfillment, maybe even doing some self-reflection on the fact of maybe they were greedy, maybe they were selfish, maybe they overindulged in a lot of things, and they realized kind of like what they had right in front of them, and they kind of are reflective upon that behavior. And then with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands, it's like having, I see this as somebody like fighting to be successful with this Ace of Cups. Like wanting that unconditional emotional fulfillment. But again, I feel like there's also a lesson in seeing worth, like seeing your own worth, really recognizing it, recognizing what you deserve, really at the end of the day. Let me see if I can get an advice card. Just dropped a bunch of them. Okay, let's do some advice cards. Fire. 9 of Pence. So I feel like your advice is just to have confidence, be yourself. I feel like you guys are really comfortable with where you are, or you're about to be at least. Which is a really good thing. Because at the 9 of Pence, you're attracting everything with the 9 of Pence. So you could have somebody keeping an eye on you too. And again, there's like something coming in. I feel like there's going to be a message, or you're going to see something like with a bird. So, yeah. I mean, good for this energy that's breaking through this, whether it's you or somebody who you're dealing with. But it's like somebody needed some time to like sort through something, but there's going to be some type of push. And don't like limit yourself to just thinking that this is someone else. This could be you. Like having an epiphany moment and being like, you know what, I'm going after something new because I know what I deserve. So I hope that these messages helped. I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.